lion, the hyena strategy and recovery. This is the second time we are doing it. As you are told, the earlier figures of lions in this country, the last 2 years, were 1970 or 1,970 lions. Today, it has been confirmed by my team. We have 2,489 lions that have been counted in the country. And yes, despite we have many challenges sometimes with lions and hyenas, but we cannot take the law in our hands by poisoning or killing these animals. We cannot do that. There is a law to protect these wildlife, and there is a law to protect humans as well. That's why we have the Human Wildlife Compensation Scheme, that here in Narok, I've mentioned this to the governor, and the chair of that compensation scheme is our county commissioner here. This, up to 2014, 2017, we have paid in Narok alone 120 million Kenya shillings for death that were occurred because of conflict with wildlife. And last month, we have paid 10.7 million Kenya shillings in terms of injuries, people who have been injured with human-wildlife conflict. That's why we cannot underestimate how we should conserve these animals. Yes, conflicts happen, but remember, we are the ones who are intruding into their land. This land, all of it, up to Narok town, was a reserve like this. But when I was driving down from Narok, I see people are putting fences, people are building. Yes, we want development, we want people to own land. But again, we are interfering with the nature of wildlife roaming around freely. And that's why most of the time we are in conflict, and probably not because of them, it's because of us encroaching on these areas. So we need to balance. I think I hear what the chairman of KWCA said about hyenas and your livestock here. I think there's a scheme. We as leaders, we as government, we must not encourage or incite when conflicts like that happen. We should be reasonable enough and say there are schemes that will be able to compensate. And at least since I came in the last 2 years, we have already spent 1.5 billion Kenya shilling disbursing to the victims of these conflicts that we have in the country. So yes, it is important for us to conserve this wildlife. And today we are here launching the lion and the spotted hyena strategy. We know the importance of it, the cycle of nature. Why do we have this wildlife? I think PS has explained that as well. So it is our obligation to do it.